All right, let's go ahead and bring it back, guys. So I told you I'm gonna probably end up going live. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. All right. So the very first thing we're gonna talk about today is gonna be Experian versus FICO. All right. So I thought that was a pretty good topic, and let's go right into it. So for those who don't know, and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Any questions you all have, put it inside of the chat as well. I want to make sure that you guys can go ahead and get that going. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have a couple things to go into detail here. All right. So let's go right into it. So the very first thing you have to understand is that Experian is a credit bureau, and all of the credit bureaus do offer their own scoring platforms. Okay. So for Mojo said, did something happen? Yeah, no, I'm just back. This is a different video. So we're actually going to be going knocking out some of these topics you guys said you wanted to know. So we're about to do it. All right. So now, very first thing is every bureau has their own credit monitoring, not credit monitoring platform, but essentially they can resell Vantage scores or they can resell FICO. Okay. So you guys got to understand something. Vantage score is direct competition with FICO. 90% of lenders use FICO. That's FICO. They've been around since the 80s, giving people credit scores and things of that sort. And prior to the credit score, they used to just do interviews. So I don't know if you guys know, I wasn't born at that time, but it was really all based on your references, your check stubs, things of that sort. But then they issued, of course, they started issuing scores in general to say, hey, this is a risk factor. Okay. So the credit, now that's been going on since the 80s. Now the credit bureaus were saying, hey, FICO does not have any competition. Okay. Why is it that if they don't have any competition, why is that the case? Essentially, they've taken over all the market share. So the credit bureaus came together, and this was a while back. I forgot what year. I think 2008 or 2010. But Vantage has been out for a very long time. It just started getting traction. It became popular with Credit Karma. Okay. Why am I talking about Vantage Score? Because Vantage is what the bureaus have access to because essentially they keep some of that profit. So Vantage Score was created by the credit bureaus, the three credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and of course TransUnion. When they created those specifically to be in direct competition with FICO. Now that they've done that, Experian is the only one. Experian is the only one that sells credit scores that are FICO. TransUnion and Equifax do not sell or at least promote FICO scores like they used to. They like for what does that mean? That means if you go to Equifax.com and you want to sign up for their services, the scores that you see are Vantage scores. The scores that you will see are the same scores you'll see on Credit Karma. That's if you go to Equifax.com and you pay for their monitoring. That's also true if you do that with TransUnion.com. You will pay for their monitoring, but you'll notice that score is the same exact score that Credit Karma gives as well. That's what makes Experian better. Experian is better than the other two bureaus because it's going to actually give you your FICO scores. And they also have their own internal credit score boosting methods as well, which is the Experian Boost. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about Experian Boost, but let me tell you something. It's free points. Why not get 5 free points, 10 free points, 15 free points? The most points I've ever seen someone get from Experian Boost was probably like 23, 22 points. Okay. But that was just adding stuff that they already paid for. So take advantage of Experian Boost. If you have not taken advantage of Experian Boost, take advantage of it, guys. It's free. Okay. Now, but just because Experian is better than TransUnion and Equifax as far as credit, like user experience, website experience, products, services, all that stuff. Just because it's better than that does not mean it's better than FICO.com. Here's why people don't go to myFICO.com. Number one, people don't know about it. Okay. They don't know that they can see their FICO scores at myFICO.com. So since they don't know that, they don't go there. Okay. Number two, in my personal opinion, FICO does a horrible job advertising. In my personal opinion, they're not on the radios. Hold on one second. Let me know. Hold on one second, guys. All right. My wife just uh hold on, guys. All right, perfect. So sorry about that. All right. So either way, so now that's the thing is that if you want to see your FICO scores and you want to see what the banks use, you want to see all these things, you have to go to my FICO. You have to go there. So now that's the thing though. Just because you go to my FICO, there's a lot of different plans that you guys can get. Now, before I go too deep into it, I want to get these questions out the way. Joshua says, what's your opinion on bankruptcy and how long does it take to recover? I'm gonna go into that in a hot second. Matter of fact, that's the third time somebody's asked about bankruptcy. So here's what we're going to do. Do you all want to talk about bankruptcy on this live, or do you guys want me to finish the topic for now? And then, yeah. So do you want me to talk about it on this live at the end when I'm done with this topic, or do you want me to finish this topic and then make a new video? Let me know inside the chat. All right. So either way, so now going back to my FICO, you go to my FICO, they have a lot of different plans. They have individual credit reports. Do not get an individual credit report. Why is that? Their individual credit reports cost $20. Okay. For $10 more, you can get all three bureaus, and you can get all of your scores. You can get all 31 of your scores. All right. So hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. All right, cool. So LaTroy says, okay, finish the topic, make a new video. Cool. Perfect. All right, so here, after this, I don't know if it's going to be directly after this, okay? But today, either today or tomorrow, I'll go into bankruptcy. Deal? Deal. Thanks for letting me know in the comments. All right, so let's wrap this one up. Now, going back to my FICO. So now with FICO, they have, if you go with their individual credit report, it's going to be $20. But like I said, you're only going to see one bureau, but you will see all of the category scores with that one bureau, okay? But that's $20. Don't waste that money. Go $30. If you go $30, then you can see all three reports and you can see all. Now, you won't see all 31 of your scores because FICO 10 and FICO 10T is not released to the public for viewing yet. Okay. So you can see everything up to FICO 9. Okay. So, and you could do that for $30. Now, it's a monthly plan. It's a monthly plan. Okay. So now I only recommend getting my FICO if you are if you really want to keep an eye on your FICO scores. But guys, if your scores are under 500, if it's under like 550, don't waste your money on FICO yet. Why? Because what you paying for? Listen, I don't need to pay more money to see that my score is low. You can see that your score is low on Credit Karma for free. But if your score is under 550 or really under 600, y'all ain't really got to be getting my FICO. It's a waste of money. Take that money and put it somewhere else. Okay? Take that money and put it towards your credit cards. Take that money and put it towards your debts. Don't be like, well, man, I need to see my FICO scores. Listen, you need to see your FICO scores when you get over 600. Until you get over 600, do not waste your money. Okay? So that's that. So now, again, what you want to get is the advanced plan. The advanced plan is $30. It's a monthly plan. Now, if you guys just want to just see this, you could cancel it. You're not stuck with it. Okay? You're not stuck with it. All right? So, bro AJ says, what's FICO 10T? So I just did a video. Go check out this video that I just did. How banks are not using the old scores anymore. A lot of banks are still using the old scores, but a lot more. Well, I'll put it to you like this: banks are transitioning. Okay, right now it's just mortgage companies. Okay, but it's a matter of time. Probably about maybe another year, maybe towards the end of the year, we'll see. Because they have to. Because remember, they have to put the score out there. People have to then people have to then have the activity, either making payments on time, things of that sort, and then they kind of go from there, and they'll come back with the feedback and say, okay, now let's release it to everybody. Okay, so but yeah, go ahead and check out that video. The most recent video we just did, not the most recent video we just did, but it's I forgot the title, but it's banks are not using the old scores anymore. Okay, so go check that video out. All right, so now, but again, that's what you guys want to do. Now they do have another plan. Now, if you go with the $30 plan, then that is going to update all of your category scores. Okay, your category scores. Now, watch where I'm going. So this is going to update your category scores every quarter. Okay, that's every 3 months, which means you'll see your mortgage scores in March, but you won't see your mortgage scores again until June. Okay, that's if you pay the $30 a month plan. You'll see your auto loan score for March, but you won't see your auto score again until June. Okay, now that doesn't mean the score is not changing. You just can't see it change. That goes into the next plan. The next plan is $40 a month, and it's going to give you monthly updates, not quarterly, monthly updates on all of your scores. Why is this important? Because if someone is looking to go into homeownership, right? If they're looking to go into homeownership, you need to know what those scores look like. Otherwise, you're not going to qualify and you're going to be upset that you're not qualifying. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Let me get this charger real quick. Okay. Don't want to die out on you guys. So let me see here. I'm putting this charger in. So give me a second. All right. That should do it. Okay, good. My charger's in. All right. So now that's what you guys want to do. Any other questions on FICO? We're about to go into bankruptcy next. New video. Y'all ready? Because here's the thing. Y'all not on Facebook or Instagram today. Let me see if it's working. If it's working, we might be out of here. But if it's not, I'm still here. Okay? Now, I know some of y'all supposed to be at work working. Okay? Now, some of y'all is at work not working. All right, Instagram is still down. It is still down. So here, we finna keep this chain rolling. All right? So here, we got any other questions on FICO, guys? Any other questions? You guys good? We're gonna move on to bankruptcy. All right, I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds to make sure. All right, so visually impaired said, I had that plan. I like it because I can look at all the scores when it comes to the credit card. I know what the banks are saying, so I can improve it. Absolutely. Here, there are no other people on YouTube. There's no other people on YouTube that I've seen that will tell you about myfico.com. You know why? Because they don't know, right? They're guessing. Not everybody, but too many. Okay. And that's the thing. If they don't know where to tell you to go to get your accurate scores, now don't get me wrong. Have I promoted some other stuff too? Yeah, Identity IQ and things of that sort. Those are great services to still have because again, you have your free stuff, which is Credit Karma, but that's only going to give you 2 bureaus. And then you could go see Experian for free if you go to freecreditscore.com, which is owned by Experian. Okay, so that's how you can kind of keep everything for free. But if you want to see everything with monthly updates, your best bet right now is still Identity IQ because that's the cheapest way around it. Then you can go to my FICO. Okay, but again, that's up to you guys to decide that on which way you want to go. But I'm just going to let you know the pros and cons about stuff. All right. Anyone else got any other questions on FICO Experian before we wrap up? We're going to go to the next topic, guys. We're going to go into bankruptcy. You guys good? All right, cool. All right, so we're going to go into, and of course, if you guys end up having questions, put them in the comments. We'll try to keep our best to keep an eye on them. We always do. And a lot of y'all be arguing back and forth, but it'd be crazy. But either way, all right, so here, let's go and stick around, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Caesar says my FICO is great. Absolutely, boss. All right, cool. So no other questions on this. If you do have questions, put them in the comments. We'll circle back. But what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about bankruptcy. So I'll see you guys on the next live. It's about to happen right now.